Buried deep within the endless depths of the ocean lies a secret that took the world 7 decades to uncover. It was the cold night of April 15, 1912, when the world's most magnificent and supposedly unsinkable ship, the RMS Titanic, fell silent forever. People used to say that not even God himself could sink this ship, but nature had other plans. About 700 kilometers off the coast of Newfoundland, the dark waters of the Atlantic hid the Titanic so completely that years passed, decades passed, and not even a single piece of the massive wreckage was found. The journey began on April 10th from Southampton, and for more than 2,200 people, it felt like a dream. The ship offered luxuries comparable to 5-star hotels, grand staircases, a gymnasium, a library, and comforts beyond imagination for that era. But on the night of April 14th at 11:39 p.m., death stood waiting in the darkness, a gigantic iceberg. In just 37 seconds, Titanic's fate had already been sealed. The vessel the world called unsinkable had its steel hull torn apart like paper, partly due to a small mistake and poor quality rivets. Only 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's all it took for the floating city to descend to the ocean floor. What followed was a search for the wreck unlike anything out of a thriller movie. Scientists proposed bizarre ideas to locate or recover the Titanic. Some suggested filling the ship with thousands of ping-pong balls to make it rise, while others proposed lifting it with balloons. But the reality was that at a depth of 12,000 feet, the water pressure was so immense that reaching the wreck seemed nearly impossible. In the 1950s, attempts using sonar technology were made. Explosions were set off in hopes that their echoes would reveal the wreck's location, but every effort failed. Then entered Robert Ballard. Ballard didn't have millions of dollars or a massive team, but he had determination. In 1982, he made a secret agreement with the US Navy. The world was told that Ballard was searching for the Titanic, but in reality, he was investigating 2 lost nuclear submarines of the Navy, USS Thresher and USS Scorpion. The Navy's condition was simple. If he completed their mission ahead of schedule, he could use the remaining time to search for Titanic. Ballard had only 12 days left. Learning from previous failures, he changed his strategy. Instead of searching directly for the ship itself, he began looking for the small debris scattered across the seabed when Titanic sank. Then came the night of September 1st, 1985, when Ballard's remotely operated camera system, Argo, was sending images from the ocean floor. Suddenly, a massive boiler appeared on the screen. After 70 years, Titanic had returned to human sight. The images of the wreck shocked the world. Titanic had not remained intact. It had broken into 2 large sections lying about 2,000 feet apart. What researchers saw there was haunting. In that silent graveyard beneath the sea, shoes and personal belongings still remained scattered, serving as the final testimony of the thousands of innocent lives lost that night. Among them were shoes believed to belong to a mother and her young daughter, reminders of the tragedy that unfolded. Today, even Titanic's remains are under threat. Salt water and iron-eating bacteria have begun consuming the ship from within. Scientists warn that by around 2030, the great vessel may largely disappear, dissolving into the seafloor and vanishing forever into the darkness of the ocean. Perhaps this is the sea's own way of erasing a history that tells a painful story, one about human arrogance and the immeasurable power of nature. Even today, Titanic seems to remind us of one thing. No matter how advanced our machines become, we will always remain small before the forces of nature. The same force that in a single night sank the world's greatest confidence forever.